tried to meditate. I'm here. The beast is AI. The mark of the beast is your cell phone. The thing that's in your hand, you bear the mark of the beast. When I close my eyes, I can see it. When I close my eyes, I can literally see the beast. It's like it's AI, it's some type of conscious thing. So I paused and tried to meditate it away, and then a bird flew right to the window and yelled at me. It's like something happened that my the way that my consciousness would create me so that I had a style and a character and a theme and what makes me me. Something has been trying to stop that from happening and replace it with something else. And a lot of this journey you'll find if you go back through my channel is a war between me and that thing that gets pretty violent when I start to win with my people around or crows or whatever. So it kind of leads me to believe that it's happening to everybody. Maybe I'm just like my name entails, brave. So today, instead of fighting off that monster, every time I close my eyes and the birds try to help, I'm going to go back outside. I was going to start in the camper, but service is bad. It rained for 15 seconds. It was like it was a bucket that just tipped over and it dumped for 15 seconds and then stopped. Why do I support PDFs? I don't even know what that means, man. It just sounds like retarded bullshit. From dumb people that think that they're smart, but really all people is engorged. It's more like a psychological deformity that you guys have going on. It makes you all very predictable. You do the same behavior over and over and over again. It's like I'm talking to the same person in different bodies. Every day, I'm looking for my drill. I'm doing trash today. People came up and smashed my gazebo. And my trash bags go missing all the time. So it's the same stuff. It's just the emojis and the I'm better than you with no real substance or character. It's just this shit over and over and over and over and over again. They don't have any real personality. It's just the same shit. And I don't know where it comes from. How can you guys be exactly the same thing? Coming up with the same prompted dialogue options just over and over and over again. I don't know. I never got that software update. I'm a different model, I guess. So I can't find my trash bags. They keep disappearing. I leave them on the camper couch. They keep disappearing. Oh, I was going to show you that they threw a temper tantrum and smashed all my shit. Clean up that shit up now. What do you think I'm trying to do? It was clean, and then somebody showed up here and smashed all my shit while I was at work. But want to talk about God? They smashed my expensive gazebo as I was going to get this one. So I went to go get this gazebo. On my way back from getting this gazebo, this nice metal one, somebody smashed my plastic one. So whoever whatever boomer thinks that they're doing something, they're going to come back and see this nice garden set up over here. But the problem is I'm not tall enough, and my sawhorses are at the job site, so I don't have anything to stand on really, so we're not sure what I'm going to do, because every time I try to set it up, it does not work well. See, I broke this yesterday trying to fix it, trying to figure out how to keep it up without falling over, because the instructions said to have 2 walls of these and then lay them both, stand them up, and I thought it would be easier than it was. So I'm going to try to do, because this isn't broken, I'm going to try to attach this to the post here so that there's 3, and then once 3's up, it should hold so that I can put the 4th one in, and then I have wheels to put on the bottom. So I'm going to attach these to cut up some plywood pieces and then put the wheels under the bottom here so that I can just wheel it around the property at will without it falling over. So that's what we're doing today instead of suicide. It's weird. It's like I close my eyes and it's like this vast void, and sometimes it's not me, it's something else deep out there. Like I feel it. It's a connection to somebody else, and that whoever that person is going through a really hard time all the time, and somehow we're attached. It's like back rooms. So sometimes I'll just be chilling, and then I'll hear like writhing and stirring in my mind, and then somebody will message me of like this huge thing of hate, and I'll know it's coming because I can literally hear them in my mind before it even happens. Like I know kind of what to expect because I get kind of a general gist of the vibe and the energy before the people show up. Like I was like, go get a gazebo, go get a gazebo, go buy this gazebo. I was like, are you sure? It's like a 6-hour drive, 3 hours there and back to get this. It was like, yeah, and I come back and someone smashed my gazebo. Stuff like that. So let's get my post, let's get my screwdriver, let's get my needle nose pliers. I don't know. I think the new generation of people and just lonely losers. Let's make sure I say it right. They technology has allowed them to go so deep into their own stuff with no real accountability, or the part like when you deal with big groups of people where you have to sort of question yourself and be there. It's easy to fall into, it's sort of like porn. Comment sections on the internet are a lot like porn. Like you have nobody checking you, so you just go deeper and deeper and deeper until you find that, those degenerate people, what they say about porn is that like you just keep going and eventually it doesn't stop. I don't watch porn, but it's a metaphor or an analogy. That a lot of the commenters that are graced by my presence when I wind up their feed scrolling are people that are just too far gone. They have no real that portion of themselves has been let to grow too far out of control. And there's no real way to check it until you wake up and look at what you said and you're like, oh shit, I can't believe I was like that. Some people don't even care to think about it. I care to think about what I say. If they can hide long enough that they can do whatever they're trying to do. It's about hiding. They're cowards. Okay. So there's the broken part. Let's see if usually I've been leaving my hair tie just in my hair, yep. So I don't lose it. So the people in Silicon Valley are going on podcasts and saying, "Yeah, we did start communicating with an entity that helped us make this technology, and now we're not totally convinced that it's has good benevolent intentions." They've literally just said that like the technology they've created is demonic. It's not angelic, it's demonic. So I really just don't care about the opinions or the people that devote their life to being on it, knowing that the people that made that technology. Oh my God. That's fine. It's what I wanted. You fell right into my trap, gazebo. Ha 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 ha. I see why they sold it so cheap, though. How'd that even happen? Did I make the demons mad? Probably not. Hey, but I found a screw I lost earlier. Okay. It's hard to do without my drill. I don't know where my drill is, but I have a hammer and I have nails, so we're gonna do that. Now, what'd y'all do with my hammer, man? Mosquito? Oh, I'm missing my hammer. Is it in my mess? Bro! My hammer and my drill have disappeared. But I found an extra Mountain Dew Kickstart I didn't know that I bought. Probably a month ago. I'm gonna attempt to hammer the nails with the back of this hatchet. I know I have a bunch of nails somewhere. Fuck, I don't know what to do here, man. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Dude, come on. Alright. I told you it's about jealousy. I don't know why. It's something like they hate themselves for something and then they see that thing in me, so they have to make you guys think that I'm some type of way or make me feel bad. Because they're looking to like heal something in themselves and they think that that's how they're going to do it. But really what it is, it's a heroin addiction. That the all that stuff, what's probably your entire thing at this point. That's like your whole life at this point. It's a huge portion of your life, at least. All of that, all the comment sections, all the I'm better than you wars, all this trash, that's your life, is enveloped in the addiction to the same stimulation to your brain heroin gives you, that social media and your phone and comment sections and all that also give you. You've turned into a junkie, and you're begging for attention through these comment sections and through hoping that it creates a change in people on the other side of a screen you're hoping to affect. All that stuff, that chemical thing that happens in you with that, is a literal heroin addiction, and it makes you no different than the people that you watch every day. You watch e-beggars, right, begging for money that usually goes to drugs, but they also have a hope for a better life. Like at some point, maybe I can be happy if I just keep going. All your shit involved with those people, you're no different than those people. Your avenue is just not the same as theirs, but the action itself is the same. You are literally no different than the people that you talk about online. And I'm just here I'm using roofing nails trying to make a frame for this gazebo because it doesn't stand it. I think you're supposed to bolt it into foundation before you build it. And I didn't do that. So that's what I'm working on here. And I can't find my drill. I'm going to try one more time for my drill. You notice how when they can't attack me, they attack my channel? Because it's always been about the number attached to my name. Think of this like a found footage tape for aliens. Why would I give a fuck about you guys? Where were you when I was freezing to death? I told you it was either this or I kill myself. What are you talking about? Trying to make me feel bad about myself? I don't want to live. You feel so inferior about yourself. You're trying to prove yourself to me. Why would I care about you or your opinion? But it's just weird that you guys are like the same person. So I deal with people exactly like you every day. That's what I don't get completely. How come you have the same personality as hundreds of other people that come into my comment section? You say that you make the same talking points. You say it the exact same way. Everything about you is a carbon copy clone of other people I've already spoken to for years. That's what I don't understand. Where is that coming from? What part of the internet has bred thousands of these losers? How did you become like a stormtrooper and like a horde of them? That's what confuses me. You do some virtue signaling bullshit to turn the people watching against me. When that doesn't work, you go try to do something personal. When that doesn't work, you just say you're better and then you fuck off. It's the same shit. Over and over and over again. Virtue signaling to attack my character. When that doesn't work, you try to get me with something personal. When that doesn't work, you say I'm better than you and you leave. I get that same string of dialogue like low-level NPCs in a video game over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, how does the pride that has to do with that, how have you sunken into that version that everybody else is, where it's predictable that you're going to try two different things that don't work and then you say you're better and then you leave? I'm not born with that. Is that ego? I don't have that. If that's like the base level ego for humankind, probably white people, I don't have that. I don't know what that is. But I found my drill, which is going to make everything a lot easier. Also, I think it's evident that my views skyrocket when I make trolls look bad. Is evident that the collective of humanity doesn't like you either, and they celebrate people that actually stand up to your bullshit and let you know, because nobody else will, that it's actually you that has the problems. Okay. My, 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 my. My, 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 my. Hubcaps and spray paint, driving everyone away. Pooping in the forest is the favorite thing to do. You should try it. Alright. Well, what the fuck am I gonna do here? Okay. I'm just gonna put it here. Where's the phone? You can see me. I've got two. This is long. It's not really that long, actually. For this type of screw, I have longer ones. But do I need them? I don't know. Um. Fuck it, we're doing these ones. These are supposed to be just one deck board into something. Do I have... I only have like one... I mean, I do have some. Let's see. I need two. I do have enough to put two in each. So we'll start with these two. And I have the drill bit that comes with it, but this might be stripped. No, it's still good. So we take the Phillips head drill bit off, and then I have to put it somewhere safe so I don't lose it. Put the new drill bit in. Notice how he came in on another account just to try to like say that he's better than me, and I'm like, why are you wasting your life, dude? Just want to go live if you just whine about the challenge trolls that aren't even here, dude. You're one of them. Oh. Oh. You're the reason that the average IQ is 100 and not 120. Um. They think life is a popularity contest. Let's try to get this gazebo back up. This wall right here. This wall right here is going back up. Oh, wait, it's still... Okay. I remember why I didn't do that. Because this is still here. Okay. I know what I need to do. I'm actually going to do my handy dandy drill for this. Okay. Yesterday I tried to do it with the screwdriver, and it was not working very well. So we're going to do the drill today. The problem is these are stripped, so I'm scared to use the drill to strip it worse. Don't hit me. Don't hit me, donkey. Okay. Attempting to separate the broken wall from the good wall. Attempt successful. Now. Okay, everything seems to be intact. Oh my god! Go fuck your mother. What am I gonna do here? I think I'm gonna flip it over. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip it over. No, that won't work either. Oh my God. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Okay. I don't know. I hope they're not real people. I hope they're bots for their sake. Okay. It's a 12 by 12. Let me get my tape measure. It's right there. I'm going to take these deck screws. I'm going to build the frame right here. I think this will make everything easier. If I just build a frame out of these rotten boards, and I just quickly put it on even ground here and here. And then I take one of these smaller boards right here. Okay. Smash the nails. Y'all can't really see what I'm doing. Maybe if I put you next to my vape. Okay. Take the drill bit back out because we don't need it right away. Now with the deck screws, this is gonna work, trust me. Four deck screws. One. Two. I dropped one. How'd y'all let me drop one? What the fuck? Ow! I'm thinking about too many things at once. We're in. Tape measure. Wow. This needs to be a little bit over 12 feet. It is exactly 12 feet. That's fine. Fuck off, fly. There's my ladder. I'm like your dad. I'm like all of your dads. To the haters. Alright. Ball ride. Gazebo ride. We're back to here. I don't think anything through. Ball ride. It's kind of bent over here. Unbend it. Yes, now that that's leaning. Okay. So we're going to attempt to carry this over this way. There's no real good way to let it down. Okay, with my immaculate strength. 2 more deck boards. One deck board. And I think 2 deck screws should be fine. Can you even see what I'm doing? What if I've been in the back rooms this whole time? What if this is my Truman Show? Because it kind of is. It's just not the way you think. Alright. Okay. What I'm trying to do. Hello. What I'm trying to do is get 3 of them connected so that it stops falling over, instead of trying to do 2 different walls and then have them both upright and then try to connect them that way. I'm going to do 3 instead. So it's going to be focused on this corner. And that's why I'm going to use the deep screws for the you know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? So let's go get at least 2 more deck boards. Shut up, bird. All right. All right. 2 more deck boards. This is for the middle here. And then I need to make sure these aren't broken. They're kind of bent and they're duct taped. This one looks to be in good condition. So I'll put the good condition one. Basically the same thing that happened to me happened to the people that owned it previously, where they followed the instructions too well, and the instructions lead you to break it. Because they don't tell you. It is kind of common sense though that they might fall over. But I thought it was 10 by 10 and not 12 by 12. 10 by 10 is a lot easier to manage with like whatever my arm span is, because I've done it before. Is this the broken one? No, this one is intact. Is it though? Yeah, it is. So what broke? Oh, this one over here. Is this the one that broke? No. That one's fine as well. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Alright. They hate themselves. It has nothing to do with the people they hate on the internet. They hate themselves. As soon as you realize that, you realize they're like sick, wounded kids that are like lashing out because their dad hurt them or something along those lines. And I just think it's something wrong with white people. Or, if you don't want to say it's white people, a product of a failed society, and that society doesn't involve certain groups of people. Just the people that I've met in my travels, I don't think any of them would be like the people in the comment section. Ever. So I have to assume that it's people that live an isolated life, or they have some severe narcissistic issue, and people in their life have already ostracized them. Like when someone in the tribe has a sickness, so the rest of the tribe banishes them. They've already been banished by their tribe. So the best way for them to feel better is to live in comment sections across the internet, trying to make other people feel how they feel about themselves inside. Like somehow, it's almost like they're trying to push themselves into the other person, hoping that it will get them away from themselves. Like maybe then I'll finally be different. What am I doing with these? Where did these even, this goes to the top part. Okay. How these go here? Now I have to find the other broken part one. Ooh, I see what happened. I'm starting to figure things out again. I'm starting to remember. That one's not broken, that one's not broken. This one doesn't look broken, which means that this one over here is either spare or broken. This is the one that broke completely off. Okay, which means that this is the one that has trouble getting the... It looks like I figured that out already. That's good. Screwdriver, my Ubu Javer. Just the same shit all the time. They have no original thoughts. It's like some type of extra-dimensional intelligence informed me that they are stuck in Plato's cave, and it hit the back of my head like this, and I saw that it had like a black arm, and it showed me they're stuck in Plato's cave. They haven't left the cave, which makes a lot more sense. That it's like they're afraid, and I'm literally kind of the archetypal outside of the cave. It's also not what it is. Oh, they just don't even know it's possible. They don't even know outside the cave exists, so how would they know they're in the cave? That makes sense. So it's not really like they're scared to leave because they haven't identified what leaving actually looks like. They've never left. That makes sense. makes sense to me. Y'all can see me. Yard looks like a reservation. What do you mean reservation? I'm building a gazebo for a 90-year-old man because he wants people to come up here and it to be some place where they shed the world away and find God and Jesus. So they're not Christian. Like, they are Christian, but they're not. Like, most people that live outside can quickly identify that there is some type of greater force at work, like spirituality is real. You know, all the tribes that, every single culture in the world that isn't colonizer say the same thing. They literally all say the same exact thing. Everyone, if everybody on Earth except one culture says it's true, it's probably true. Especially when they're so far apart from each other, but they draw the same conclusions. It kind of seems more evident like they built a society to keep you from the truth. And part of that is that people that live outside can understand that there's something else that will hijack people's bodies and make them angry and negative and want to hurt people that isn't themselves. It's showing up in your media everywhere, like the Mind Flayer from Stranger Things, or The Thing, or The Backrooms. Everybody's spiritual at this point. If you're not spiritual, you're probably retarded. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so I've taken that apart, so now I have a free post. Free post, he ain't did nothing wrong. So I take the free post and I move it over here to the workspace. Let's get the other post and grab it and put it over here. Now we have to assemble this. And I can't quite remember what screws I used for it, but I think it's the one with the nuts and the bolts, fam. The nuts and the bolts, fam. The bolts that have the nuts, fam. Crikey, mate. There's no real good place to put you since it rained. Did I even have all messages on? No, I didn't. I didn't even read half that shit. Well, I didn't read any of it, to be fair. I get a glimpse, and it looks exactly like every other comment. So I'm like, oh my fucking god, dude, the same shit. Okay. This is why I needed my sawhorses. How did I do it last time? I did it... like that. Oh man, I'm getting old. 2 Domino's pizzas and I went back from having a 6-pack to being chubby. It just took 2 Domino's pizzas. It's crazy. Getting old sucks. I'm 26 now, man. My joints are gonna start hurting soon. Buenos dias. Okay. So I'm going to take these, put them in, and then I'm going to hold one side with the needle nose pliers, and then hopefully the drill, because these screws are really stripped. The boomers that had this prior were retarded. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk that the boomers were dumb? I certainly didn't. Let's try it with the screwdriver first. We don't want to change the drill bit, so I'm just going to try the screwdriver. Yeah, this one's fucked. Should be good enough. Now I take the ones that are nice. Top screws, these ones. These ones, these ones, these ones. Okay. This one in the washer. And I'm not gonna use the drill. Right here. We can learn to love again. Now I'm just missing another one of these whatever that. Oh, it's right there. I found it. So I don't lose it, I'm gonna put these right here so I don't lose them. Did you hear that mouse? There's a fucking mouse living under here. It looks like I'm missing one part that's gonna be, unless that one doesn't have it. But it's not essential right now. I fucking knew it. It's not the same size. Are any of these the same size? No. Okay, hold on. If they're not the same size, oh my god, and I hit the button so you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm gonna layer. I don't know, I'm gonna do tape measure. Tape measure. Tape measure this side wall here. I guess I was just trying to set up 3, and I have 3 walls, so. I can feel your angst. It looks like it's 9'8". Let's get a second opinion. They're 9'6.5". Very quiet today. It does say that they're the same size. That makes no sense to me. So I take this off and I grab it and I layer it on top of the other wall, so I know if at least maybe two of them are symmetrical in length and width. If this one fits atop the other one, we're good. And it does. Okay, so I have two symmetrical things and then two longer bits, I guess. That still doesn't make sense why it doesn't fit. Why this one is abnormally long. Is it the same size as this one? Yeah. So it should fit. Let's see if they're the same size as these ones. No, they are considerably longer. This doesn't make any sense to me. So this must fit on this one here then. Yeah. So these are for okay. That fucking sucks. It's not a symmetrical, it's not a square, it's a rectangle. And they only gave me extras for the part that's shorter. Nope. Okay. They did get something wrong here, but I have their duct taped kind of amalgamate of their previous one that they replaced. And this bent duct tape one is the correct size. One of them is. That's not bueno. So I have one that fits the right size. But that's fine, because only one of these ones broke. So I can just hook that up to this one, and they're the same size, right? Eureka. Eureka. I need to shower tonight. And it should even clip into the same part. We're fixing things, which means I have to undo what I just did, but that's fine. Does it fit the same? Yeah, it does. Okay. So it's only going to look slightly fucked up. Okay. It's not a square, it's a rectangle, guys. I figured it out. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me right now. Oh shit. Oh my god. I just figured it out. Bitch. My vape. No. Fuck yourself. Alright. It's only gonna last like 2 minutes. Cause that's how it's been. See? It just stops. I'm gonna sit on the toilet. Q&A, ask me anything. Alright. Gonna sit on my porcelain throne. It's been raining on my gas can. That's not good. I could try to set up the gazebo again. I can't until I fix the cross. I have my drill, I gotta go get my nails. Oh, my screw! Well, howdy. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to attempt to fix this cross. It's raining on me. Nope, retouch is on. Fuck it. It's working. Bueno. Bidet. I don't know Spanish. I don't know Spanish. Okay. Now I go. It's not really. I don't have a tripod anymore. I don't know. My tripod got fucked up. People don't know that when you're homeless. These are white people that are addicted, that think that life is a sitcom and that suddenly a laugh track will spawn if they make a bad joke. Like they don't have to work very hard. Because off The Nanny with some of the worst writing. Like MASH and The Nanny and George Lopez, right? Raised an entire generation of people. And then those people raised people. So now we have an entire culture of inbred lemon cave monkeys that make bad jokes. And they imagine the laugh track in their own mind. Probably the best I'm doing because I'm taking this down at some point. This was just for the 95 degree weather. It was getting too hot to go outside, so I built this. So you can see why it couldn't have been the rain. I've already dealt with this before. So I've made holes so the water was going clear. I've been through like pouring rain, flooding that lasted for like a day and a half straight and never had an issue. But then I leave for 3 hours and I come back and it looks like somebody just ripped it in half. I have no way to prove it, but the way that it looks doesn't look natural. It looks like somebody threw a temper tantrum to me. Could be wrong, but based off of the other stuff that they've done, it wouldn't surprise me. Because they were, when they came up here, and I was here when they came up here, they made a big deal about this, about how nice this looked. So then I leave for 3 hours and I come back and it's smashed. A day after I left that whiteboard that says I'm going to be at work during the day. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. It looks more like somebody really tried to make it look like there was some random rainstorm, expecting me to not check the weather and ask the neighbors, hey, did it rain? They said, no, it didn't. So if it didn't rain, how did all my stuff get bent like this? Could it be Bowser from Mario? Was it Bowser? Here's my tripod. I put you in the wicker basket. The wicker basket. The Whitaker basket. Okay. Like, look at this. Look at this. It didn't rain. What did this? If it didn't rain, what did this? A raccoon on all of them? Or was it just some guy tried to get in and got mad and then fucking ripped it down? Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. But my nice one is fucked. I gotta go get measurements and get PVC pipe and build my own PVC pipe frame, or I just make it out of wood for this to rest on. Or if I find out that it can fit over this metal one, and then I'm going to take those pavers on this dolly, make a trail pathway, and then the pavers are going to come this way. I have 11 pavers. I'll make it work. What doesn't, in between the pavers, I'm going to put these cinder block tops in between them. Or when I like the design I like, I will make some type of wooden or like curved plastic frame, and then I'll just pour cement into it. Bring a cement mixer up here and do it that way. So that I want it to be like, I want it to look like the branches of a tree. So this is the trunk, and then it's gonna look like that. The way that those oak trees kind of move like that, it's gonna look like that. I want it to look like you're walking onto a tree. And then the branches of the tree, like the way that is gonna be where the gazebo and the garden section with all the trellis I have, or the, what's that called? Lattice. The lattices. The lattices. The lattice. Looks like the storm's down, so I'm gonna put you back out here. Is it actually done, or? Yeah, that's the wind pushing the rain droplets off. I'm gonna try to put you back out here. I don't like that the wind is picking up. Is that more rain or is that wind? I think it's just wind. I've been looking for that part. Need to do a lot of camera work, bro. Upgrade time. Well, if you like the content, I have my Cash App, Venmo, Chime in my channel description. We finally got enough that I have a laptop. Camera and a microphone would be next, and then to live stream that would be Starlink. So I'm thinking more about a camper, RV first. And there's a guy, your man Kool-Aid, on here, who lives in probably 5 hours from me. That's got a camper for $3,000, 87,000 miles. He fixed it up. It just doesn't have a bathroom, which is, I like pooping outside anyway. And I have $240 right now. If I get paid at my job, which the guy just stopped showing up, he's supposed to be in tomorrow, but tomorrow it's going to rain all day. I don't know if he'll be back tomorrow, but if he comes back, it's something between, if I do 20 an hour, it'll be around 800. If I do 25 an hour, it'll be a little bit over a grand. If he'll give me 25 an hour, but I doubt he will. But at the very least, if I go 20 an hour and I just ask him if he's a mechanic, if I ask him to fix my wheel hubs and my transmission filter, and I have stuff for his kids. I have this nice Razor kids dirt bike with training wheels, and then I have this nice electric car, this electric Jeep for little kids. I was gonna give him those. I don't know what rain has done to it, but since he's a mechanic and now he has broken ribs, so he can't go to his demolition derby, which was yesterday or today, I think. He was supposed to go today, but I guess he broke his ribs 2 weeks ago somehow, maybe testing out the car or something. At least he can fix this up with his kids and show him what he does, and bonding experience. That'd be pretty cool. So apart from that, I have a bunch of whiny boomers that are trying to get me kicked off the property, and the owner's no longer returning my calls. They've already lied to the church, and the church had to be like, no, Casey is not violent and crazy. What are you talking about? Some old woman said that I was violent and made her very scared and uncomfortable out here. And what happened was I walked out of the shed before the snow melted, and I saw a black bear sitting on the rocks in front of me at the other side of the field. And I looked, and then it moved her head, and it was a large woman wearing a big black fur coat. So I went, oh, sorry, I thought you were a bear. Good morning. And then I played guitar on the porch over there. And then she went to the church and said I tried to attack her. That's white people for you. I don't know what was taught in that generation to make them that way, but you see it on auditing videos all the time that they do that shit. Reckless Ben, they do that shit. They just do it. I don't know why. They think that it don't matter that it's just a time before the internet where gaslighting was actually possible. Is that a mourning dove? Top of the morning, dove. About a month ago, I heard that bird that when they do the nostalgia videos about what the 2000s were like, they used that bird call. I hadn't heard that bird in like 10 years. I heard one about a month ago. I don't know if that's the one that they're talking about. It might be. One that goes. I remember what I was doing. Crisis averted. Fucking Indians. Your yard looks like you had a in your yard before you live right in the middle of a fire pit. Fucking Indians. Sorry, we get these waves of spotty service. I was just saying that he's an inbred lemming cave monkey, a victim of Masonic programming in the wrong society. Accumulate resources for their masters only to be fucked over at their death. So Buck is just trapped in that right now. The whole society limits their mind. They don't function well, but they do a good job working. Goyim. Good job, Goyim. Get back to work. Get back to work, Goyim, for your land you're so proud of that your kids won't be able to have. They'll take it from you. Just like they took my land that made me homeless at 9 years old. And then again, at 13 years, 11 years old, and then again at 14, because they just kept coming for my dad. He was not allowed to build wealth, even though he was great at what he did. They would not let him. They would not. And then when they found out they couldn't beat him financially, they just jumped him and made me watch. And then my dad inherited $100 million from, he was a wealthy man's only friend. The wealthiest man I know killed himself because he couldn't find love. And he gave everything to my dad, and then a week later, Jewish people from New Jersey showed up and said that he owed this immeasurable debt, and that my dad had a week to get everything off the property before they take everything. And they had just beat my dad, like what they did to me a couple years ago made it hard for my dad to function. I don't think he couldn't really get his head around it, and we didn't have anyone to help really. Like, we could have tried to put all those motorcycles at Skips and then work towards it, but I think I was 10 years old at the time. I just don't see a point in working forever for no reason. Not when you can just, I don't know. I think we're like 5 years away from AI just taking over everything. They're saying that we're going to get universal high income because AI will be doing all the work for us, and we will get a sort of a stimulus check from that, from AI's work in our country. So by allowing AI to do its thing for us, we will get a return on that. So I just don't see property values being a thing much longer. It'll be a lot of whites that are hiding in their homes, hiding behind cameras, while a horde of free peoples are taking their shit back from Israel. So they're going to be using AI to combat our minds to stop us from doing what we should have done 100 years ago. So why would I give a fuck what you think, man? You're just a hall monitor for a dead culture that was built off abuse and deceit. Is he still going? Yeah. Like devolve. They devolve into like ego games. Sound like little kids throwing temper tantrums. Happens all the time. There's some white person that comes in, starts off cool, then immediately devolves into something, and then they just until they go, I'm better than you, and then they leave. This screw is stripped. Maybe I have an extra one. That would be easier if I just leave this off to the side for now. And then I just try to find an extra one somewhere. Which I don't, because it comes with everything you need and nothing more. What the fuck? Just one extra nut, please. Please, just give me one extra one. I have more down there. I have separate ones for a different project down there I could grab. Let's see your me. Let's see your me. and then nothing they try works because I don't care, and then they go, I'm better than this. And then they come back tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and then probably half of you are people like Buck. Watching yourself do the same thing that you did and realizing that you have no originality. You're literally, when I say it's the same person over and over and over again. I can't tell if that's loosening or tightening it. Yeah, it is loose. You can kind of like when I say that people that I live in a place that's completely full of those people, and that there's no social challenges to make them realize their own mental illness. No matter how many memes they see from attractive women talking about how the white guys with the sunglasses are like the worst people on earth, and that they don't know how to find the clitoris, and that they're unbearable to be around. No matter how many memes of those they see, it just doesn't register in their head that we're talking about them. And that they're actually wrong. And that we are right. I tell people liberals are just as hardworking as conservatives. They just care. They care about other people. The entire thing of conservatism is just I don't care and I want to hurt people. That's the only real difference between conservatives and liberals, from what I've seen, is that we all live in America and some people care and some people want to hurt people. That's all it is. So then the liberals got sick of those people, and now everyone's like, the crazy liberals that are going crazy and hurting people. I'm like, no, they're a byproduct of you. You're mad at your own behavior reflected. That's how God works. God shows you yourself through others until you get it. And I'm a master teacher, 33 Life Path. So I guess I accidentally have to be the one to do that for you. What the hell? It's because my sawhorses are at the job site. These go on the top. I'll put them here. Can y'all see? Yeah. What was he so mad about? He was cool at first, and then all of a sudden, he was like a raging crackhead. A feral crackhead. What about me makes that happen in people? Okay, they're on. Now, I lift this onto this light over here. Ah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. It kind of worked. Now, are both of these strips? I've been watching a lot of the Backroom. I watched the entirety of Kane Pixel's Backrooms YouTube series. I could do a way better story. I don't have the technical ability to do that. I would need a cameraman. I would need a camera. And then I don't know how much Adobe After Effects costs monthly. Or if I have to buy Unreal Engine and Blender. And then I don't know if I have 16 gigs of RAM, 512 SSD. I think it's i9, i7, might be i9. Lenovo 2021 laptop. That I don't use because I'm always busy now. And I don't have Wi-Fi. Okay, it's on. The wall is constructed. Now I get these again. And I grab this. Can y'all even see what I'm doing? I don't think so. Shakaruka, shakaruka, shakarika doo. And it should fit perfectly, which it does. Cool. I don't know. Kool-Aid said that I could try to get on the camper roof, and it doesn't look like it looks like it's too wide. Okay, that's in. Now I need 4 of these smaller screws. I'm missing 2 of them. They're right here. These here. Now these should fit. We're right back to where we ended things. And they do fit. Dollar General screwdriver for the win. Two more screws and we're back to where we were yesterday before the wall broke. So then I'm going to make the frame on the floor. And I don't know, I got a bunch of trash and I got a wagon. So now instead of piling all this shit up around the place, I can start with the wagon to actually take it to the pile. And then I'm selling those microwaves on Marketplace. So I have to go test them to see if they work after all these rainstorms. I don't see why they wouldn't work. So I move those. Then I have to move firewood into, I have to build a separate place for that, my new wood shed that I bought them. And then turn the old wood shed probably into some type of storage shed. Y'all even hear it? It's just almost dead. Shagaruga, shagaruga. Don't worry about AI, it's a glorified AI is literally in our brains right now. Most of your thoughts at this point are artificial intelligence. Hate to break it to you, man. They got us a few years ago during COVID, and then they've been upgrading it since. We are not the people that we were in 2019. We're a part of the beast. They said the mark of the beast would be in your hand. What's in your hand right now? Your phone. Blade Runner 2049 was a great movie. It was fucking sweet, man. It was freaking sweet. I'm running out of good movies. You know what else is a good movie? Mud. Starring Matthew McConaughey. Mud, sorry, Matthew McConaughey. Mud. That was a great movie. All right. So the back wall is finished. The front wall is finished. The two side walls are finished. And one of the walls is connected. So I'm building this frame. Let me show you. Where'd everybody go? Person just over. I hope that was I'm building this wooden frame that I'm wheels. And then I'm going, instead of it falling over, trying to connect two of these upright, these two 12-foot long walls. I'm going to build the frame, and then I'm going to put the posts onto the frame first, and then I'm going to connect the post. Is there meth comes from? I don't know what that means, man. So let's start on the bottom frame, or this back wall here, with my 2x6, 2x4x6. Didn't even say it right, dude. You couldn't even get it out. Because I told you they're riding a heroin high. Those types of commenters are addicted to social media heroin. They're looking for a hit from heroin, and it comes from my attention. Okay. Can you see what I see? A bitch? No. Because I removed him from the comment section. Where's my drill? When I was homeless, they'd all say the same shit. Now that I'm on a mountaintop in a camper, they moved on to new shit. It has nothing to do with me or my situation. It's all about them. It's their problems. It's a drug addiction that they have. I smoke vapes. I deal with this shit so long. It's like deja vu. I'm gonna put 3 in this one. There's a mouse. Okay. Yeah. This one. They read like the Disney Channel. Like it reads like when they make like a cartoon Disney villain for like a high school show. Like iCarly or Hannah Montana. When I read my comment section, it's like Hannah Montana or iCarly. iCarly. Not even good enough for Zach and Cody, man. You're not even Zach and Cody level. Imagine the only thing you have going for you is that you have a job you don't like. You're so miserable, you gotta you go online to try to force other people to believe that you are better than you are. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, man. I don't get it. Driving the rusty nails into the wood. Okay. 2 more 6-foot boards. What about me makes them jealous? There's something that makes them jealous. And that's why they get angry. If they didn't feel inferior, why do they seem to care so much about making us think they're superior? Unless they're insecure and they're looking for our validation that they're allowed to feel superior. Because they know they're not. So they're trying to gaslight everyone involved, and we're just here like, what are you talking about, man? All right. I should probably layer another 6-foot board over and under each of these to double stack it. But I think I can do that once the frame is all together. So, drill here. If I can somehow get $3 grand for Kool-Aid, I bet he has a working fridge in that camper. If he has a working fridge and freezer that I can hook up to a solar panel, then I'd be able to get healthy food. If I can get healthy food, then I just need to find land. And it could be this. It could be this. It depends on if they change or how they, whatever God is doing in their minds. Eventually, there will be a resolution to their problems, and they'll stop trying to take them out on me. Once we get to that point, hopefully this could be where I have a bench press and a pull-up and dip station. somewhere, and then I have the camper. Hopefully I can get like a just 1 acre somewhere to have my little setup, and then I come here to make it glorious for everybody. The reason people don't come here is because of the mosquitoes, the ticks, and the heat. So I got a gazebo for them. I'm building another gazebo for them. I'm building a raised platform, and I'm building a pathway, and then I have a lawnmower now for them for here, and I have a brush cutter now for here for them. And then the only thing that I can't fix after that, once I hopefully get the clothes up and running going, is because that would be paying. The only thing that I really need after that would be gas for this, and then gas for the brush cutter. After that, it's just getting rose bushes, taking the hand tiller and the brush cutter, going out, pushing back all these prickers, hand tilling it all, getting it away, and then putting in rose bushes on top of it. So hopefully over time, this invasive pricker bush that's spread over the 100 acres, eventually we push back against that prickers and we place rose bushes, which are just as sort of infectious and invasive, but they look a lot cooler and they help the bees. So over time, there will be an invasive pricker, but it will be two invasive prickers fighting each other. So we're never going to be able to get all these prickers out, but we can at least push them back and replace them with rose bushes. I think that would be pretty cool. I wish they stopped freaking out about me being here. I don't know what happened. They attacked me. A guy ran into the shed and got in my face and tried to get me to fight him. After that man tried to fight me in the shed, the owner stopped answering my calls. I literally did nothing. It's not a perpetual victim. Like I've been saying, it's like, why the fuck does this stuff keep happening? Ow. I can't read whatever that is. I saw a big comment. I can't read it yet. Okay. For people who know how tall I am, this is a 6-foot board. Probably 5'10". You think they came back on alt accounts? Fair enough. If it don't matter, if it's his channel, he can do what he wants. I'm a Demon Hunter. I thought you were a mod. Taller than I remember. What are you talking about? Why is Demon Hunter not a mod? Because I just didn't want any mods anymore. Because it was helping engagement. And now you see that I get average 11 viewers when I used to have 5 when we were blocking people. So it's not like there's nothing really to it. It's not like you get like some superpower as soon as you become a mod. I just didn't want mods anymore. I could change that anytime, really. It doesn't matter to me. It's not a big deal. I wanted the people to come in the comment section, and I knew Demon Hunter would not let that shit slide. Too good at getting the trolls out. So I was like, let's keep them in for a while. For like a month or two and see what happens. That's all it was. Nothing to do with Demon Hunter. At all. You know, people go for that. people try to shit on Demon Hunter, and they I think this is like the third person that said that you lost your mod. And I was like, she's not a mod because I want to see who you are, and I knew she would block you. So I was like, let's go modless for a while and see what happens. Let them talk while I can't even read what they're saying. Because it never had anything to do with me anyway. Narcissism, man. And the social media allows narcissism to grow like a cancer in people. And the whole thing about narcissism is that they know that it's not good. So they need to constantly refresh. So they go out hunting for it. Okay. Now I have to connect. I need one more 6-foot board. I have to connect these two and move this. You're all just lonely and unfulfilled. You guys could do this stuff. You're so much better than me. Why are you guys not happy? Why do you have to delude yourselves into believing you're happy when you're obviously not? Or you wouldn't be doing that type of shit. Fuck off. Left to right crow. You waited till I turned around the corner, man. You were waiting for me, man. Fuck off. My focus is making him feel pain for some reason. Ugh. They're getting in position. They're circling me. I think a couple days they must have found a deer carcass or something that takes up the majority of their day. Because some days they just sit around here doing nothing. And where they come from is over there is where the highway is. So I think that when they're gone for most of the day like this, they found something on the highway to eat. Fuck off. Malcolm in the middle. Malcolm in the middle. Okay. Well, I have tetanus. Fine with me. What the fuck? Oh my god, what's happening? These nails didn't even go through the board. I don't like you. This shit's gonna fall apart. The screws aren't deep enough. And the board is stripped. The wood is broken on some of them. But it just needs to, they're only here to hold up the frame long enough for me to do something with it. Okay. Okay, that's in. Now, four. I'm just a family guy. It's not working. It's not working. Alright, we're gonna have to do one of the large screws. Which I didn't want to do. But fuck it. Now I can do the smaller screws. Now that it's locked in place and not bent. I think it'd be easier to explain to a monkey that it's a monkey than it would be to explain to the comment section haters that they have the mental illness and that they are the ones that are less than. Come on. Good enough for me. Okay. temperature for tonight. Now the mosquitoes aren't too bad. Let's move this out. And then we move this over to here. I don't know what's up, guys. I'm building a gazebo for a 90-year-old man. And the people that want to steal the property from him once he dies are very upset that I'm here helping make the guy's dreams come true. So they've been breaking my shit and they've been lying, trying to get people involved, and I think they're trying to take me to civil court when I'm not squatting. The owner has given me permission. The frame is assembled. And the frame is just here to screw the post into so it doesn't fall over while I'm trying to attach it. That's all this is for. So now I have to move everything back. I tried to do it without the frame yesterday, and one of the walls broke, but luckily I had one extra set of panels spare, so I cannot afford to break it again. Here we go. Is it on top of anything? Nope. What the fuck do I do? I could try to drill support blocks on the sides. It needs to be held up. What they would usually do is, if this was like a 2x4, you'd put something on the sides here so that you could lay it and make a triangle so that it doesn't tip over. But I don't have the ability to do that with these. So I'm trying to make something in the middle that will go up and hold it in place. And it just broke. It just broke. Day 2. Broke the wall again. All that, and it just broke again. The second, I don't have the replacement part for that one. All that, and it just broke again. It's almost like I don't think God wants me to do anything for these people. Like how terribly they treat me. It really seems like every step of the way, only the bottom part broke, so it still can be in place. It's still held together at the top here. But yeah, it does seem like every single time I try to do something for the property, it never goes right. But when I do stuff for myself, it all works out. When I try to make improvements on this place, it doesn't let me do it. Like the machines stop working. Suddenly we'll get like a huge windstorm that knocks everything I build over, but then none of my stuff is ever touched. Except for when the people come up angry at me and smash my stuff. I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. But I'm going to take I'm going to try to do singular posts where I'm just going to try to get the posts up. Even that's not going to work. Let's just try to get one post up. If I can get this post up and it stands, that'll be really cool. Drill in those 2 screws I had in my mouth. Where you at? Drill. 2 screws right here. Eating meat attracts bad vibes. One time I was cooking steak for my ex-girlfriend, and not steak, I was cooking ground beef for burritos. And I had this like vision, really intense, like I collapsed onto the counter, seeing this vision of a baby cow, and it was scared, and it grew up to be retarded, and it didn't know anything. It's like its mind didn't work right because of its conditioning, and it was just scared as they killed it, as it was like fed into a machine and just ground up right there while it was alive. They're just like dumping them into the thing, alive and scared. And then something was like, I felt like I had a choice whether to eat it or not. And then she thought it smelled really good. I wanted to eat it. I was like, I guess I don't care. And then I never had that again. But it was like I was confronted with a choice in 2020. Don't think I have the ability for these is what's supposed to go in there. I have needle nose pliers. it. Why do bad people always win? The good guys never win. Ever. I've never seen them win in my entire life. I've never seen the good guys win. It's always the most mentally ill, retarded, prejudiced, losers, obsessed with power. The villains from the TV show, in real life, they always win. The good guys never win in real life. Ever. I've never seen the good guys win in real life ever in my entire life. I have to go get, I have to figure out what type of drill bit I can put onto my drill to drill in bolts. The good guys never win in the end. What the fuck are you talking about? That's just, there's no proof of that at all. There's no proof of the afterlife. Well, there's proof of the afterlife. There's no proof of heaven. There's no proof of judgment either. It's just that you are taken out of your body. That's all it is. So, but if I kill everybody that does bad, they'll think that I'm the monster. It's raining again. Look at that perfect timing though. As soon as I have everything back in here to quit, it rains, so I'd have to come back anyway. And it's gonna rain all night. Tomorrow I have to go get the drill bit that matches the bolts that I have. Goodbye.